Is this what they call love? Is this what they call love on a Saturday night? I'm just a man.
Jenny, I'm at a conundrum. Last
What
week,
does that big word mean?
I have no idea. I've heard it used in films before.
You sound smart.
I know it's glasses as
Pendulum.
well.
My
Yeah,
favorite
I'm at a
word.
pendulum, if you will. Last week's show, brilliant. Need we say more?
Yeah.
Cold Fairyland coming in, lots to talk about. And it wasn't Colleen's last show.
No,
This week,
not
you can
yet.
see we have nothing to offer musically, maybe a
We
pick
have a
from your icon.
void, a huge void.
And in our hearts as well, because
Yes.
Colleen, actually, her last day was yesterday
yeah, she was nice enough to
come in on a Saturday,
You guys were
Wednesday.
nice enough to let me come
Yeah.
All dolled up, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah.
very pretty,
Me and
Miss
Mom-
Hamilton.
in. My mom's in town. We're going out for a fancy dinner.
Yeah. Cameraman, can you just make sure you get a lot of shots above
Colleen.
Colleen because she's very...
Above.
Yes. I can say it. You're leaving. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. We have to have a lot lot of stuff going on this show. Because
on the Saturday show.
On the
Haven't
Saturday
said
show.
what it is.
Of course, Colleen's leaving, so we'll do a bit of a walk down memory
theory.
lane, of course. What else? Was something going on in Chongqing, you guys said?
Oh, yes.
We said about that last week.
I'll mention that. Did
Right.
we?
Resilient family. No, it eluded us.
We alluded to
I
it,
see.
and then we forgot.
Good transitions, ladies. Very nice. A term that I don't know is offensive or not, so we'll make that maybe the strong word of the week. And if it's not strong, we'll come up with a strong word of the week.
We've got Will coming back.
Oh, hi,
Will.
Will.
He's back.
Yeah, of course he is. We've got to figure out a way to him to do video because we're going to keep doing video because we are hot.
Good point.
Speaking of listeners, Will, we've got the listener of the week.
Listener of the week, Panda Gator.
Oh, he's cool.
Panicator.
And a little bit about the community. We usually try to stray away from things that matter, but we are going to
When
try.
it comes to a point.
Right.
where
Ken
you
asked
can
us to talk
escape.
about it.
So let's talk about the thing on our minds, on our hearts right now. Colleen is leaving. You
you're so
fly back
sweet.
to Vancouver
On Friday.
on Friday. Mom's in town, by the way.
My mom is in town. She
So two
came
gals
so we
in
could bring more of
Shanghai.
my luggage back.
Oh, did she know
Such
this
a nice
actually?
way of
She
saying
does. It was her suggestion. 70 kilos per person.
Oh,
so.
Lord. Okay. I
know.
actually sent you a text last night because we were having a hot tub party and I thought it would be awesome for
What
Mom
is
to
a
come.
hot tub party?
Oh, it's
How many people and how many tubs?
a lot of people in the hot tub, Jenny. The rest I'll have to tell you later when you're. Yeah, wanted her to come to the hot tub party, but she's having a good time here in Shanghai. She likes
Yeah,
it.
for sure. Except I took her to a Chinese hair salon today, and I think she's home crying right now.
Oh no, like a Tin
What
Kwai
did you
haircut.
do to her?
No, it was a free haircut. It was a hairdressing training school.
What?
So,
What a
anyways,
fancy
Oh, come
place.
on.
be
You should
careful.
know
in those.
better.
I know. But I thought it was a Shanghai adventure.
Oh, you should.
But
a
Shanghai
free
is
haircut.
great.
Never
Parents.
adventure with your hair.
How about right now we flash a nice picture of Mom?
All right, sounds
Okay.
good. Hi,
She-
Mom.
Oh, look at
Hello.
she's beautiful.
Beautiful.
She's kind of hot.
Eric.
I really
don't
wish you would
say
have
that
come to
about
the
my
hot
mom.
tub party last night. Boy, we still have
Anyways,
time. I
We're
can
going
throw
back
those-
home on Friday. And actually, once we're there, Amber and I are going to have a Chinese
the
pub meetup.
meetup.
The meetup. Okay,
meetup?
is this happening? Because I haven't heard anything.
It is. We put something on the forum. We've had a few people respond.
Only a few people.
And I
A few
wonder
people,
why.
I
Since
think-
Chinese part is paying for this meetup.
I think this has to do with Ken's topic later about getting involved in the community.
I would like to point out that when I went to London, I had about 30 people. Just, if we're setting the bar.
Let's look at the size of London and the size of Vancouver. Relatively
It's like
speaking.
5
The
miles
population.
squared. Seriously. Oh, but they do speak English in London, so that's probably why they got across. But I can offend you. I can look down yours. I can do everything.
Vancouver's
this show.
got enough Chinese people who don't need to learn Chinese.
Oh, did you hear that, Vancouver?
True.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Learn
I don't
Chinese
mean
part the
enough.
Chinese
I mean,
way.
there's lots of Chinese people there. So
Yeah.
maybe half the
And
city
bring your
doesn't
Chinese
need to learn
friends.
it.
Bring your Chinese friends. Oh, I happen to know that Chinese Pod gave Colleen a lump sum of money.
They did.
So if she tries to
A wad of one kwais.
yeah,
It's
she,
really going
she
far.
tries to
in
run away from
Vancouver.
the ball. Speaking of, so meet up. So visit the forum for that.
Visit the forum.
We'll post that.
Yep. Sounds good.
There. Also, I'm off to Sydney in about 3 weeks. Still undecided. We're obviously
another
Bondi
meetup.
Beach. Yes.
Last
Colleen
week's listener
and-
of the week.
Last week's. He is from
He's in
Australia.
Australia.
He is.
He'll
we'll
come
probably meet
find
up
you.
with him. Yeah. So Colleen and Amber is going to be educational, talking about life and stuff in
Amber
Chinese
speaks
Pod.
great Chinese.
She does. My meetup is going to be a piss up, basically. So there'll be no Chinese spoken. It'll just be a group setting of funny, edgy,
Yes.
great, cool people.
Cool. You can use all the strong words when you're drunk.
Yeah, speaking of strong words, nice transition. I'm going to miss that, the queen of transitions. Here's a term that I hear a lot, and I actually just laugh it off. I refer to myself as this, but a lot of my Chinese friends are going, you call yourself that. The term is lao wai.
老外.
Everybody knows this term, 老外.
What's wrong with that?
Some people say it's borderline derogatory. Some other people say, no, it's just slang.
Oh,
Ginny Chu, ask Ginny, we're going to ask you, what's with the term 老外?
It's endearing.
Endearing.
We are cute, aren't we? Oh,
Yeah.
I just want to hug us.
But 老外, what does that mean translated?
Old foreigner.
Oh, yeah, it sounds very...
Senior, Mr. Senior.
Yeah, but wouldn't a little kid be 老外? I mean, everywhere they go, 老外, 老外, 老外. But then I
小
hear...
外国人.
Yeah,
小外.
外国人. 外国... How do you pronounce that?
Oh, actually, a lot of people, or some people call little foreigners 小老外.
小老外.
Yes.
Oh,
A
cute.
little old for
Oxymoron,
them.
yeah.
What about region to region? Like when I was in Chongqing, I heard it all the time. But here I don't hear it so much. So maybe it's not so offensive here. or-
No.
When I first started
And
teaching...
of course, it all lies in your own interpretation, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
But I promise you, I've seen blogs about the term that some people get really offended. And when I first came to Beijing and I was teaching, they would say 老外, and my Chinese co-teacher would say,
Yeah.
do not say that, it's 外国人. You know, so I don't know if it's...
I think you can get by with anything as long as you say it with a smile and it's your heart.
Right.
That's
How
a
about
good
this?
slogan. What about,
老外.
I have a black friend here who hears everywhere he goes, hey Ren, hey Ren, hey Ren.
Yeah.
Is that offensive
Black person?
at all? Black person?
No, a black person, the term 黑人 is neutral. It just means a black person. But of course, it very much depends on the way you say it.
Right.
Yeah.
And have you guys seen the toothpaste?
Yes.
Oh,
Hey Ren toothpaste?
Yeah.
Picture of
My friend
smiling black
Mojo,
guy.
yeah, my friend Mojo, that's the only toothpaste he buys.
Let's try and find a picture of it and flash it up.
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
It's
Teeth vary from
here.
region to region, obviously. So we should put a picture of that up right now, too.
Totally.
The black
It's a
person's toothpaste.
Good toothpaste.
How would you know? Isn't that dangerous, I would assume?
Why is it dangerous?
Well, obviously, if they're
black people.
marketing toothpaste to
I
a certain
use
culture.
it. I alternate between 黑人牙膏 and another commercial.
Your toiletries are so PC. That's very
I'm not
interesting.
particularly partial to one or the other.
How about this, though? How about we do a kind of funny word of the week, tying in with Lao Wai, because it can be either way. If you're walking by and obviously you hear like some Chinese people, oh, it's just a Lao Wai. What can you turn around and say besides 我知道我是老外? What can you kind of say?
中国人.
I like that. What does that mean?
A Chinese.
Thank you, Jenny. I was just you can't see the
explaining for the
sarcasm
listeners.
through my smart glasses. Cool. Speaking of foreigners, we've got a lot of foreigners listening.
Yes.
A lot of foreigners listening to Chinese Pod. A lot of new people coming to Chinese Pod, and we welcome that. This show, the Saturday show, we only accept if you are watching this.
We're insular.
We have an internal server that makes sure you are cool, edgy, good looking, and smart. However, Chinese Pod, Monday through Friday, accepts everybody, even the ugly people. I've seen a few. But what we want to say is that, listen, a lot of people when they first get there, they see the blog comments and they see somebody talking to Lantian, who's talking to Baza, and there's just kind of this, we form this inner
writing
family.
a thesis.
Yeah, but there's always this people have started
might
to
be
get to
kind
know
of
each other.
intimidating.
I would think so.
Yeah, but by all means, jump in.
There is no stupid questions. I mean, you even see on this show. Obviously, I'm a beginner in Chinese. You probably at the medium. Intermediate, right? So
I'm guessing Jenny's high intermediate?
High intermediate, yeah.
Well, that's quite.
We just enjoyed.
Kind of cocky of you, Jenny, but okay.
So all of us can ask questions.
That's it. But that's the thing is that I think a lot of people see this a wonderful community that we built up, and they're kind of
That's the
saying
most
it's
valuable
intimidating.
thing about Chinese Pot. It's the community, the sense of a big family. Just today, we had two visitors from Germany, Cornelia, who's
that's
been with
nice.
Chinese Pot for a while, and now she's on the Spanish sense.
Oh.
Commenting every day with her husband, just dropping in to see us and brought us tons of chocolates.
Well, then,
nice.
Guten Tag and Gracias, I think.
And you don't have to be dropping in here to leave comments either.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not. And we've got, I mean, of course, we've got, the daily lesson comments. That's John and Amber lightning quick about answering.
Yes.
The blog forum, we just have actually new people monitoring the blog, which was set up by a few, Marchi and Baza, I
That's
believe
the
were the two. The forum, sorry. And then the blog, which is Ken. So by all means, this is what we thrive on, is listener feedback and questions. And if you're not learning, then we're really not doing our job. And if Chinese Pod isn't doing our job, we don't get
Who
the
is
Saturday
doing their
show.
job?
And if the Saturday show stops, I'm getting no more
Eric.
dates. So by all
Will
means.
is going to be really upset if the show's
Speaking
not
of
on.
Will, we
That's
need to
like the
figure out.
butterfly. The butterfly effect.
Exactly. Exactly. Speaking of Will, we've got to figure out a way to get him on video.
Exactly.
Oh.
Because I tell you, he's a good-looking guy.
Will's mom,
Wei Li.
you're going to have to buy
And he already has. So,
camera.
Will, if you're listening, obviously, or if you're watching, I should say, you can tell that we've gone to video. We want you to be a part of it. So we've got to figure out a way to get maybe link to, like, he can do a YouTube every week, and we can quickly link to that or something like that.
And he's cute, too.
He's a doll.
That's good.
He's
We
really
don't-
cool.
Yeah.
You
He's
can
really cool.
come of age on international TV.
Exactly. Oh, speaking of which, last week's listener, Matt, was it? Matt?
Yeah,
I hope
that's
I get that right. Matt, yeah. Sent me
Great picture, eh?
very good picture
great.
and sent me a reaffirmation that I was just typing on the blog. I hear you're coming to take my job. Ha ha, smiley face. And he actually sent me an email. I actually am going to take over your job. And now I'm a bit scared because he could write that in about 8 different languages, none of which I understand. So, okay, yeah, Will, we need you on that.
Wow.
Which,
Speaking of international fame,
Yeah.
the transition
what about
point.
the Chongqing house you were talking about?
Oh.
Because
What
I've
is
heard
Chongqing?
about this from
National-
friends in
universal
Canada,
fame.
London, etc.
What a brave family, huh?
Do you wanna explain
So
what happened?
basically,
Well, what's going on here?
it's a family who refused to move out to be
Evicted?
evicted by a developer.
Okay.
And so they stuck there for how long? A few months,
few
yeah.
months.
Basically with no running water, no electricity.
Meanwhile, everything else got
They
excavated
just hang
for
in there.
10 meters down.
Yeah.
In every direction. So
It's
they
at
couldn't-
Middle Earth, and they were living in the middle of Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think in Chinese it was the haystack house or something like
Yeah.
that. Because it just looked like a needle coming up.
Yes.
From a haystack.
Interesting. When I first this
But they
show,
finally moved out.
And you know, they
2
got
weeks ago.
$100,000 US
Yes.
and a new house.
wow,
And everyone else who moved up beforehand, nothing.
Patience is a virtue.
and pays off. You can't have patience without pay. What you mean PAI? but
Well, it's not as good
it's
as
the
that.
Greek spelling.
Pa.
When I first got to Shanghai, one day I won't give you the whole story because it's online. I was just driving around on my little moped taking pictures, and I did meet a family like this who actually brought me in and told me their story. Heartbreaking story.
In English?
No, in really broken Chinese.
Oh, wow.
With the
You
translator.
really- you are better
and
than I
pictures.
thought.
I can understand. I can't speak. But I'll put that blog link up too because it was really like you said, just the resilience of this family.
Yeah.
And like you said, it finally pays off. So great story.
So if you're in
Excellent.
China and you own a house and they're evicting you, stick to your guns.
And
Lesson of the week.
speaking of guns and things that fire and things that are on fire, Ginny's music picks. I can't transition as well as you. Yeah.
It rocks.
Burning hearts.
Anyone know David Tao?
No.
So the
gonna learn.
founder of Chinese R&B, whatever that is. Cool
Let's hear it.
music. It's called The Beach.
The beach.
Pretty chilled.
Okay. Let's then act like
I'll list you.
we're just going to put this in and then secretly do it later in post-production.
Can we get a picture of him up there too?
Especially while I try to plug
Okay.
this into somewhere. Play a little bit of this. Listen. This is David
Tao.
and this is called
The Beach.
Oh, beautiful.
海滩。
I'm loving it.
才发现你早已经放弃我。我听着海浪温柔的呼吸，我看着云朵飘来飘去，有什么方法让自己真的忘记？
how
okay.
was that?
Well, it was.
Not my taste. Which
I don't like any.
Can I clear something up, please? I do
You
not like
haven't-
Avril Lavigne. I put it on because she sang in Chinese, and you know what I got on?
solidarity.
Listen to this.
for
On
fellow
Facebook,
Canadian.
one girl sent me a message. She said, "You know, you have really bad taste in music. Here are 6 bands I think you might like."
Well, that's kind of cool. Well, not that
No.
she thinks you have bad. What were the picks? Were they cool?
They were like, I think Bjork and Belle and Sebastian. And,
Okay, we can.
Yeah,
we can live with that.
That's right. Colleen actually has very good musical taste.
But I was offended, and I just wanted to clear that up. And I like Jenny's choice today.
Thank you.
It was good.
I
It
think
was
that
good.
for you. Thank you for pretending you like it.
So if he's
without
the father
hearing.
of our Chinese R&B, is this a long time ago or recently?
He's surprisingly young. That just means Chinese R&B is young.
No, I see.
I like that. We should come up with our own father and mother terms for something that's just happening. I kind of think we're the fathers and mothers of podcast
yeah.
in Shanghai.
Language learning.
Or
channels.
language learning.
Kind of, if you think about it. We digress. Anything else? We've got Listener of the Week.
Listener of the week.
Who is
If you are involved in the blogs, forums, etc., you may have seen someone commenting called PandaGator.
Yes.
And he is actually shamelessly self-promoting because he has a cause. And it's not an NGO cause or anything. He wants to come to China to teach. And he has to fund it. So he's selling off all his worldly possessions.
We like worldly possessions.
Exactly.
What?
Including a pair of drumsticks that were used in the film Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh.
Right.
And he's selling them on eBay, so we're going to put the link up.
Gonna need a certification
Now.
for that and not just say, because our listeners are smart but are also cunning.
No, he bought it off eBay in the first place, so he got a certification through there, and it's legit.
Josie and the Pussycats.
So he's in Florida right now, and you know what? He said he can't reveal his identity to us. But he's in Florida,
Which part do we know?
are not
Tampa. So if you're in
PandaGator to
Tampa
us.
and you know PandaGator,
PandaGator.
tell us.
Actually, in speaking of which, because if you're in Tampa or Orlando, I do want you to watch Fox 35 because my best friend is the weatherman.
Oh,
So, PandaGator, watch Jim Van Fleet. That's all I got.
and check out PandaGator's blog at www.pandagator.info.
.info.
Buy some of his stuff.
Buy some of his stuff, and he's going to come here soon. So
Excellent.
maybe he'll stop by and we'll know his identity.
Speaking of identities, we are going to be, again, we're going to be -1. But I did see that City Weekend was nuts. You know what? I like tying in City Weekend, to be honest with you, because they're huge.
Yes.
And because I use them all the time to find restaurants
Yeah.
and stuff anyway.
Exactly.
They are
And
our
they've got the
survival
guanxi.
guide.
They're the people that
Yeah.
tied up with guanxi, which you're ever in
Are
China.
they
They're
really?
the people that help
You know,
guanxi
maybe we should
help.
mention what that is in case people don't know.
Guanxi, yeah. If you live in
ingenious.
Shanghai, it's you will become addicted to that. Basically, you just type in the address for where you want to go. I want to go to Sasha's bar. All right.
Type in the name,
Sasha's
not the
owners, if
address.
you're listening, I'd like a free pint for that. They send it back to you in pinyin, and then you can type in C. They give it in Chinese, so you can show the cab driver 85880.
Right.
It's the most handy thing here, besides the
Fantastic.
Saturday show.
Not only
Wait.
that, you can type in 24-hour massages near this corner,
24
and it'll
hours.
send back places.
Yeah,
It's
you might want
genius.
to.
And it's free.
Be careful.
You
with
know the
those.
city way better than I do.
But again,
I've
like
never
we said, your
translated
Chinese is
this
pretty
word.
good, so you can find your way around.
Maybe there's something like that in other Chinese cities too. So if you're in Beijing and they have something like that, post it on the blog so other people can see.
Definitely. But okay, City Weekend, though, nice enough to put our search for the new, I can't even say new Colleen, our search for a new co-host, put it on their editor's pick. So we are auditioning people,
pick.
and so far we've met.
I have not seen
flooded.
any pictures.
Well, we are intimidating.
Actually, I just
Come on.
posted on there yesterday, guys. So
Oh, really?
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we are in the search for the new Colleen.
Exactly. So if you're in Shanghai, you're good looking and hip,
That's
or
all.
just interesting, send us an audio or video clip of yourself.
Interesting we could get by with when we
Video.
were just a podcast.
Eric.
Now it's video
It's
contests. We do need good-looking people, women. Well, that's it, I think. Yeah.
You're so sexist.
No, I enjoy the company of females on a show.
This has a good dynamic.
I think it's good.
Exactly.
Not one of the girls, anyway. Speaking of girls, your mother is waiting at home
Yeah.
She has,
with the haircut. We're really sorry about that, Mom.
that's too bad.
I'll tell you what. You know what would make that better? Hot
What?
tub party.
Yeah, that's true.
Bring
Or
her.
pedicure, manicures. That's what we're going for after
How
this.
about you go for pedicure manicure?
full
Drop Mom
body
off at the
massage.
hot tub party. I'm
Eric,
just saying. You only get to Shanghai once. I think that's it. Colleen, we love you. We're going to miss
We
you.
love you.
Thanks. Goodbye.
And
Do
please keep
come
in
back.
touch.
Do come back.
Well, I'll be in London for a year, so
I mean,
That's a long time.
How is that an answer?
it means I can't come back for a while. But I'm going to be a Chinese Pod listener.
You can totally see how she turns down dates, though. She just doesn't come out and say no. She's like, I'm going to be not where you're going to be for a year. So yeah, probably not going to happen. We love you. We miss you. Have a good time.
Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Keep in
guys.
touch with us. Meet up in
And it has
Vancouver.
been a lovely time.
Meet up in
having you.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All this time, I never got to make out with her. It's really sad.
Nah, that's too bad.
See you later.
Bye.
Is this what they call love?